Now let's cut to today, right? I mean, SigNoz is already an early PMF. You guys are growing super fast. What's been the GTM journey like, right, over the last 3-4 odd years? How has the GTM model evolved? How have you iterated on it, right? From that early days of just doing things that don't scale in YC style and kind of putting things out there to see what is sticking to now, right? Of being a proper business. Um, Talk to us through that journey.
Yeah, I would still say we are very early in the GTM side because we are still quite product focused. But yeah, few things we changed. So we started like after sort of early traction, we reached to a certain amount of GitHub stars. And the interesting thing is that as you sort of grow, so in our case, any open source project has a certain number of GitHub stars, and as that grows, people trust you more. So when you are, for example, 0 GitHub stars, it's very difficult for the people to trust you. But say you are at like 5,000 GitHub stars, people give like the ratio between number of people who visit your report to people who try it is improves, right? So that sort of builds on its own. Then we started publishing more content. So in developer tools, at least in our domain, it's primarily that one of the key things is like how can you make the life of a user very easy to use it, right? To try your product. So and in at least in our case, there are like different places. For example, you can run SigNoz for different languages. You can run different from different clouds. You can run for AWS, GCP, Azure. So there are different ways in which you can run SigNoz. And the main thing which we focus on is to make this journey of trying SigNoz very easy. And so we would create blogs on, hey, how do you run SigNoz in AWS? How do you run monitor Python applications with SigNoz in Docker? So there, like you can create a bunch of lists there and keep writing blogs there and start distributing on LinkedIn, Twitter, wherever, right? So that helps us for us to people to see your content and get started very easily. The second thing which like being an open source product gives us advantage is that as your GitHub star grows, like you get distribution from GitHub. So other projects start building on top of you. So that's very good sort of one validation and sort of way for other people to know about us. So I think those are the two main sort of broader channels of how these things worked. That GitHub, people who discover through the GitHub do their projects, try it out, share tutorials on how they tried SigNoz, and then second, the content which you tried and distribute, and that would help people to know about us.
Have you tried any kind of offline channels like doing events or developer meetups? What's been the experience there?
Yeah, we tried it a bit. What we figured out was that for a small team like ours, offline events take much more bandwidth than the ROI it generates. So we would present in different talks. We would present in. So if you go to the sort of top conferences, that's good. So like things like KubeCon, like in our domain, products like KubeCon, but like small developer meetups, because you have to go there. Like it takes a lot of time for you to go there physically, do something, and then come back. As of now, we have sort of not spent invested more there. We think that distributing via online is more efficient, so we primarily focus on that. Of course, we attend like some of the bigger conferences, but as of now, not we are not done like developer meetups. Maybe we will do in future, but not as of now because we're still very engineer focused team, and then so engineering and content are the main things which we do.
Great. So yeah, leverage. have leverage in the business. In terms of the conferences, sort of attending major developer conferences, what are some of the playbooks that have worked for you guys? Like, is it better in your experience to have a booth or some sort of a way to broadcast your message? Or you kind of just go free form, kind of just meet people as an attendee?
Yeah, so the primary conferences I do is in the US. So we have a decent, as of now, people who know about us in India.
Yeah.
So the main places where we attend conferences in US. And because we don't have a big team there, it's primarily I going there and meeting people. It's very difficult for us to create like have booths there. One, because it's costly, and I don't think ROI of booths is good enough. And second, just because the number of teams, so you would need at least 2, 3 people to
Yeah.
man the booths, uh, spend some time doing that. And currently, I think it's better for us to get to meet people and talk to people more deeply. My main modus operandi as of now is to reach out to people whom I know or post in my LinkedIn, Twitter that, hey, like I am in conference. And then because of our network, some people will reach out, right? And that sort of conversations are much deeper. So I would prefer doing, say, 10 1 hour meetings compared to like 50 or 100 people coming to our booth, right? So the main thing which are targeting from conferences is insights.
Yep.
It's not the sort of trying to close leads.
Okay.
It's, hey, like if I talk to a person, what are the problems are they facing which we don't know about? And what could be possible solutions to that? So more our current targeting is more sort of strategic insights, meeting good people, sort of trying to form a network there, and just understanding where the market is. It's not to get leads as of now. So yeah, that has been our modus operandi for conferences. And we don't attend lots of conferences. We primarily attend KubeCon. The best part is if we can get talks accepted there, because that's free publicity.
Yeah.
And also it sort of establishes you as a thought leader in that space, so other people naturally look for you. So for example, in the coming KubeCon, we have 4 like talks accepted from our team, which is quite interesting. So uh, I think that sort of is much better ROI compared to booths. But yeah, that's just our view and how we operate as well.